Jody Terrell, and we are back at the house on Williams Avenue. And so earlier this week, you saw us install a faux brick wall in the kitchen. So if you want to get information on that, you can go back and look at previous videos or check out our YouTube channel, which is Our Flipping Life. But today, I'm going to show you guys how to lime wash. And so we've basically, we just cleared everything off of the fireplace. We have this huge, you can kind of do a little pan and you can see how big this fireplace wall is. And so I really just feel like that's a lot of brick for the space. So I'm gonna attempt to lime wash it, but I wanna keep this big chunky cedar mantle, so we're gonna leave that natural. And so this is the lime wash, and we had this left over from Mariah Lane, and it's pretty nasty because it's kind of got moldy in there. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we're gonna go with it because the lime wash is pretty expensive and I think I have enough to do this entire fireplace. So we're gonna see what happens. But when you buy it, it's like, it comes in a smaller little, probably, like, I don't know, like maybe a quarter of a gallon. I don't know if that's a real measurement, but whatever. It's like a smaller little container, and it's basically like putty. And you need to put it in another larger bucket, like a 5-gallon, and you mix it with water until you get just this like runny, soupy consistency. But then the kicker is that you have to wet your brick. If you don't wet the brick, then once you put the lime wash on, you're not gonna be able to get any of it off. And so to kind of give, depending on what look you're going for, some people like it more solid, some people like where you have a lot of the brick showing through, but if you want to be able to manipulate it at all, you have to wet the brick. So I just have a spray bottle. This is probably not, it's not working. Anyway, I gotta figure out what's wrong with this. This is one of those new fancy spray bottles that actually doesn't have a straw in it. I don't know, I don't really understand how it works. But anyway, so you're gonna wet the brick until you don't really want it like soppy wet, but you do want it to where, so it doesn't need to be running, but you do, guys, this is so embarrassing that my spray bottle's not working right now. See, this is what I'm working with. How does this work? It's an engineering marvel. I don't understand. Josh just said something about pressure. Oh, if you had like a backpack blower, it would work a lot better. But anyway, so we're gonna cut the video for a second. I'm gonna try to get my spray bottle working, get this section wet, and then I'll show you kind of how to apply it and then what it looks like. We'll just do some little progression videos and I'll show you one at the end. So hang tight, let me try to figure out my spray bottle. Okay, so we're back. I figured out what was wrong with my spray bottle. It doesn't really want to spray like that. You gotta kick it sideways, all gangster-like, and then it sprays fine. It's the weirdest thing ever. We got sawing going on in the background. So now that you can kind of tell, like I just wet this section here, and it's not soppy wet, but it is damp. And so then you're just gonna start like just brushing it on. And then there's like really no right or wrong way to do this, but the key is to just get it on and you let it sit for, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes inside. Well, if you're working inside. If you're working outside, it may take a little bit longer for it to dry, but here it's not really gonna take all that long, and you let it sit until it's still, like it'll still come off if you touch it with your finger, but it's not like super, super wet. And then you can go back with the spray bottle or with a rag with a little bit of water on it, and you can actually start kind of like blotting or taking off some of the lime wash so that the brick will come through. So anyway, we're gonna work in sections and show you the end product. So y'all stay tuned. All right, hey guys. Okay, so we're back, and with the magic of time and Joe's help, we did this little section right here, and I actually already started spraying a little bit of water back on. So the water bottle that we have, the spray bottle, is not working. So what you really need is a water bottle that will spray a mist, that will also do a jet spray. So it's like really like a strong, powerful spray, because once this kind of dries a little bit, then you can put it on that higher power setting, and it will just kind of like flick some of it off when you spray it, you know, pretty close. So because my spray bottle doesn't have that setting, and I'm just bound and determined to do this today, and I don't want to leave again and go get more supplies, I'm basically just re-spraying this with the water. And then I've been using a couple of brushes and this sponge, which is falling apart, and we're just going back and kind of wiping. And you can tell up here where, because the longer this dries, the chalkier and more translucent it's gonna become. So you can kind of just sort of, you just kind of have to keep working it and step back and look at it. I will say this though, if you're gonna be working with a partner on this, you really, really need to be careful, because your partner's technique at this in this stage may be different than yours. So it's probably a good idea for just one person to actually do the distress part or the removal. So that way, you know, it'll look uniform. But anyway, so this is just kind of the gist of it. It's still a little bit wet at the bottom for me to start taking off paint. But you can, you know, like I said, you can really tell here, you know, sort of the look that we're going for. So we're gonna keep at it, and then we'll do a final, you know, the final video. Joe's gotta leave because it's Valentine's Day, and he's gotta go see his lady friend. So we're probably doing a video without him because we're old and married, and you know, Valentine's Day, Schmalentine's Day. But anyway, so I'm gonna keep working on it, and we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey y'all, it's Jody, and thanks to the magic of video editing and Joe Tucker, we have a finished product. This is our fireplace wall at 203 Williams Avenue in Rainbow City, and we've been doing a lime wash treatment, which is something that I'm getting pretty good at. So we lime washed the exterior and the inside fireplace at one of the last houses in Southside on Mariah Lane, and so I wanted to use that same technique, and we have leftover lime wash, so here it is. Honestly, this is a very simple process, and you can kind of just sort of make it your own. You can make it, you know, a little bit more translucent if you like. You can make it more solid. You obviously could take off a little bit more, but the key is just to kind of get in there and play with it. And but anyway, I think it turned out great. We're still waiting on the hearth to dry a little bit, and then I'm going to remove all of this and I don't know, maybe just replace or repaint. I'm not sure. But once we get this thing staged, it's going to look amazing. So you guys get out there and try to create this. Do not be intimidated, because it's super easy. And if you need any helps or tips or pointers, just feel free to reach out. You can shoot me a message, private message, or a DM, or you can call me at 256-504-JODY. That's 504-JODI. If you're not following us on social media, go and like our Facebook page. It's Our Flipping Life. Instagram, you can follow us at our.flipping.live, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel where we post videos like this and tons more, and that is Our Flipping Life on YouTube. So anyway, that's it guys. We'll see you later. Bye.